I want to bring in Ken Dilanian, who is following this for us as well. Ken, one of the other things that we heard from the former president was this idea that no bank was hurt ultimately in the end. Does that make a difference as it relates to how this trial moves forward?
Before I answer that, Hallie, I just want to say, in addition to being an extraordinary legal strategy, the idea of a former president attacking in very personal terms a sitting judge inside the courthouse when he's about to go into court is an extraordinary moment in our democracy, which, after all, relies on the rule of law, relies on confidence in the court system. It's one thing to say you were treated unfairly, to disagree with a ruling, but to say, to exhort your followers to, quote, go after the Attorney General of New York is an extraordinary thing, and I don't think we should normalize it or let it pass without comment. But to your point, Mr. Trump has a point when he says that there were no victims in this case, in the sense that nobody lost money. And a great example of that is the old post office here in Washington, D.C. that Mr. Trump developed. He got a lease with the General Service Administration. He got a loan from Deutsche Bank under what the Attorney General says were overly favorable terms based on the fraud in the financial statements. And then he sold the building for $375 million, making a $100 million profit. Now, Deutsche Bank got paid. They made a profit on their transaction. But the Attorney General is saying she's seeking $100 million in damages. She wants to take those profits away from Donald Trump because she said he made those material misstatements, and a judge has agreed with her. So to your point, legally, it doesn't matter that the banks made their money and aren't complaining here, because the judge has ruled that the misstatements in the financial statements were so extraordinary that they weren't puffery. They were, in fact, fraud, and that's already been decided. So what this trial is about is, as Angela said, it's about the damages. It's about whether Letitia James can get $250 million and also ban Donald Trump from doing business in New York, which could have enormous financial implications for his real estate empire. Obviously, he's got properties all over the place. This won't mean the end of the Trump organization, but it could seriously hamper him financially at a time when he's facing tens of millions of dollars in legal bills and his other criminal trials. And you also have to, you can't discount the psychological effect that all of this has. He's on trial in 4 criminal cases, and now he's got the state of New York coming after him, seeking to disgorge him of significant assets in his real estate empire, Hallie.
Ken, let me go back to something that you're talking about here, because I said we'd do sort of the legal bucket and then the political bucket next. But let's get into the politics of it, because it intersects, as he is, as you described, going after the judge in this case, calling him a rogue judge. Not clear what evidence he's basing that on, if any, here. It is, as you say, not just an extraordinary legal strategy, but a moment here that is of a piece with what we have seen the former president do before. This is not the first time that he's gone after either the entity investigating him or the person overseeing a case that he is a part of. This dates back years, not just in this most recent tranche of significant legal issues for him.
You are absolutely right, Hallie, and we're going to find out fairly soon, I think, whether these comments are going to ultimately have some legal repercussions for Mr. Trump, because Special Counsel Jack Smith just on Friday night weighed in with his latest filing seeking a partial gag order on Donald Trump in the criminal case in Washington, D.C., and he cited a series of new statements, including statements that Donald Trump made interviewing on Meet the Press with Kristen Welker, that Jack Smith said were inflammatory and prejudicial and improper and should be prohibited by the judge in that case. But you're right. I mean, this is his tendency. This is his habit. This is his track record. He's a fighter, but he's the former president, and what he's doing, we know from polls and from focus groups, is eroding confidence in the judicial system, in the FBI and the Justice Department, and it's also security sources tell me that it's raising the prospect of physical threats, and it's required that many of these judges and prosecutors in these cases have had to get security details because of the kind of rhetoric that Donald Trump and his supporters are using.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.